Oftentimes, the debate around whether or not Olympic lifts are worth doing for athletes revolves around triple extension and power output. Oftentimes, the catch is either left out of the debate completely, or both sides agree that the pull is more important and that's what should be focused on. But I think the catch is actually underrated. Some will say that loaded jumps offer a greater training stress, and especially the landing of a loaded jump offers a greater training stress than the catch of a clean. And I actually think that the landing and reversal of a consecutive loaded jump is a great strength, but not power stimulus. But the most underrated part of the Olympic lifts that can't be replicated doing anything else in training is the catch. Nick DeMarco had even stated in a podcast that when you perform a power clean, you catch the bar at its peak height, and therefore the bar velocity is 0. This is incorrect, but based on this premise, you are only yielding the force of the total weight absent of gravity, which accelerates at 9.8 meters per second squared. But of course, catching a power clean does involve the bar accelerating downward onto the shoulders, especially if you catch the bar in a full squat. Even if the bar only drops 2 inches from its peak height, the forces you're experiencing to catch the bar is significantly higher than the force it takes to just pull the bar. You can't experience this doing anything else in training. And as the bar gains speed during the pull, it gains momentum, the bar becomes lighter as it continues to be pulled upward. And my last point about catching the bar, you can't fall. You have to balance your own body mass, and you have to balance an external body of mass with high forces. If you're doing depth drops or other jumps, you can extend the landing phase, which is your eccentric force and eccentric rate of force development training. You can extend the landing phase by falling down or even just falling forward with a couple of steps, reducing the demand of achieving higher eccentric rates of force development. And my last point on the catch here, the pull generally becomes more intense than when only doing the pulls where there's no negative consequence for not pulling the bar high enough. So I actually think the catch of the Olympic lifts is underrated.